What's going on, you guys? This is Vincent with another video for you, and it's Sunday, which means Sunday vlogs. Really excited to get this one out because it's been jumping around in my brain for a while. I just haven't taken a good take yet of it, which means taking several days to film something. Just a fair warning, I'm not sure if this is going to happen, but my phone may flip because it is on a vent that kind of goes lengthwise, and it's loose. Not loose as in about to come off, but loose as in the vent just moves easily. So today I want to talk about the scarcity complex, and it's important for people going on the journey from awkward to awesome to understand this. Because it's going to be a huge part of you in this journey, and I want to talk about it and get your guys' feedback on what you guys think. So the scarcity complex, I think I've kind of mentioned it before in my last video, but this I really want to go in depth, is something that really affects more people than just those of us with awkwardness, anxiety, whatever your issues are. It affects everybody. I think we do it to ourselves. From an early age, we're kind of taught this idea that there's a one for us, someone out there that destiny or God or whatever you believe in has called you to be with, and maybe it's your soulmate, you might call it that. The truth is that while I do believe there is a one out there for me, you won't know it until effectively you're dead, because very easily you could get a divorce with them or something and realize, like, whoa, this person wasn't the one, and now you're searching again. You're searching for that one. Where's that one? Why haven't I found that one? When maybe you divorced that one. So I really want to dive deep into this because it's something that we're taught at a very young age. It's something that the media throws into our face, Hollywood, but also going all the way back to Shakespeare's day, when potentially, unless you lived in a city, there really was only one or two women for you that would have been proper suitors. The whole concept that, like, Romeo and Juliet, for instance, they love each other, they want to be together, but then they realize that, well, they don't realize, they know that their parents would never be okay with it, and they end up killing each other because of a mistake in thinking that there's no one else for them, when in reality there are plenty of people. Both of them would have found love potentially in someone else, in today's economy, right? Back then, maybe not true. Maybe you could make the argument that they would have had arranged marriages, etc. But today, that's not the case. If you're in love with somebody, it doesn't work out, or their parents don't like you, or whatever, and you end up realizing it's not going to work, you can walk away and find someone else. The proof of that is, if you've dated more than two girls in your life, there you go. If you've never dated, where's the proof? Well, the proof is that right now you may be crushing on some girl, and I bet you if you wait a little bit and don't do anything with that other crush, you'll crush on a different girl. You are capable of loving more than one person. You are capable of having the one feeling with more than one person. The truth of the matter is, while there is a one for us, no one's gonna know. You're never, you may go through your entire life without even being with the one because you rushed into it. If you believe in God like I do, the fact of the matter is that this God has somebody in mind that he knows you're going to be with, because he foreknows who you're going to end up with, and therefore he's predestined their steps and your steps to meet each other, and it will just happen. You don't have to worry about it. But at the same time, while we're here present today, while you and I are together in this moment right now, we don't know who that is. We still have to search for that, and that's part of the fun. There's a verse, I believe, in Psalms where it says, God hides things, and it's the glory of kings to search it out. You need to search out the woman that you're going to be with, or the man that you're going to be with, and you need to be very, very conservative with your beliefs. You can't capitulate just because this person might be the one. If it's the one, it truly, truly, truly is the one that you're supposed to be with, so to speak, then you can let them go 500 times, and if that's what God has intended you to be with, or that's where your path is going to be, they'll come back to you. So you don't need to be scared of, is this the right one, or asking that question. You need to live in the moment. Be present with that person, whatever the date, or however the date goes. And then at the end of it, if you feel that you're just supposed to be friends with them. If you feel there's chemistry and there's something more, then go ahead. If that relationship ends up only lasting for a week, or they never call you back, or it lasts for 6 years and then you break up, you still need to understand that it's not that something wrong happened necessarily. It's that you and them just didn't work out. You didn't lose the one. Because the fact of the matter is, even if you did, either they'll come back, or God has another person for you lined up. You also need to understand, in this economy, whatever you believe in, destiny, God, that there are, when somebody, people have choice, right? So if that girl chooses not to be with you, when you know that this relationship was supposed to be, then something else is lined up. Somebody else is going to take their place in your life. The scarcity complex that we have tells us that there's only one person in this entire world of 3.5 billion women. There's only one of them for you, and you're going to have to search throughout the entire world to find them. That's just not the case. The fact is that you and I can find the women or the men that you're supposed to be with. Right now I'm single. I don't have a girlfriend in my life. I don't even have a prospect of a woman in my life. But I can tell you that if I wanted to find a girlfriend, it would be a couple steps. I could go to a bar and find some girl and chat with her, and we could find chemistry, and it may take me a couple times, but eventually I would get there, and it'd be that simple. Dating sites nowadays, I can get on a dating site and within a week or two find somebody. It's not that difficult. Where we make things difficult, for a good reason too, is that we have standards. And we'll say things like, I want to be with somebody who's blonde, or some of them really aren't shallow. You might say, well, I'm a Christian and I want to be with a Christian girl, or I'm a Buddhist and I don't want to find somebody who is just okay with, hurting animals, or whatever is your fancy. And the fact of the matter is that you can find somebody. It's not as hard as you think. The joy of dating, or possibly perhaps how you look at it, the problem with dating is that oftentimes we have to reject people. We have to deal with rejection, and we don't like that. So it's easier to tell yourself when you're rejected, well, that person wasn't the one, than it is to accept the fact that you weren't fitted properly to them. The story of Cinderella is a great example of this. Only the shoe fit her. And you have to realize that there are other women that shoe would have fit. Cinderella wasn't a unique size. But everybody has a glass slipper. And you need to, with every woman that you meet, or every man that you meet, you need to put on that shoe and see if it fits. And if it fits, great. But you still have to deal with their personality. And just because the shoe fits doesn't mean you're going to want to be with them for the rest of your life. And it's the same thing for guys. And that's what we have to realize, is that the other person is also trying to fit a shoe on us and also dealing with our personalities. So it's a duality. On one hand, we have the scarcity complex, which we need to get rid of. We need to realize that there's tons of women in this world, or men in this world, that we can be with. But on the other hand, we need to realize that just because there's tons of women or men that we can be with doesn't mean that we need to pick just a random person. We need to find the person that's right for us. But I challenge you with this. I bet you there are at least 1,000 people within your state or within your area that you could be with. And the fact of the matter is, and I'm not just talking about the shoe fits. I'm talking about the shoe fits, her personality is great, and she's amazing, or he's amazing. And the fact of the matter is, you're gonna find that person if you look and you take the time to really vet. Or you can just go with the party line, just find whoever, and maybe you'll end up getting lucky and being with somebody that you really like by chance. Or chances are you're gonna have some happy years, have some sad times, and then either end in divorce or realize at some point in your middle ages that I really wish I had done better. And you'll never tell anybody, but you'll think it. And you'll wish your life had turned out different, and you don't want that. So take the time to find the person you want to be with. And if you just broke up with somebody, or you've never been with a girl, realize you're saving yourself a lot of trouble if you're already single. Because when you're dating somebody and you're hearing this for the first time, it may strike a chord in you, and you may realize that the girl that you're with, or the guy that you're with, is not who you're supposed to be with. And now you have to deal with the fact that either I go through my life with this person, or I have to make a tough decision and break up with them because I know they're not right for me. And the fact of the matter is, I've been there. And that's a scary place and a sad place to be in, because now you have to make decisions, and no matter what you do, you have to hurt yourself or hurt that person, and probably you have to hurt both you and them. It's not fun. Take the time before you get into a relationship. Find the person you're supposed to be with. But more importantly, don't be afraid of the scarcity complex. Don't be afraid that, hey, maybe there's one person for you in this entire world. Realize there's so many women out there, and there's probably about 1,000 people in your area, 1,000 women in your area, or men in your area that you can be with, and you need to find the people that are right for you. Don't just find some random person because, hey, you know what, they look cute, or they've got a great personality, and you think that they might be the one. When they say you'll know the one when you see it, it's kind of a dumb thing to say, because, you know, it's like, well, I thought several times that I found the one, but I didn't. When they say that, what they really mean is, when you're truly happy with somebody, you're gonna know it. And it's true. So anyways, guys, I think that's gonna be about it. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you guys on the next video.